What's going on, guys? It is February 2nd. I apologize for my absence. Fortunately, been a little under the weather, but I've got another fresh one here. So let's get it.
So I know a lot of these passport bros, and especially black men, are in my comments asking me why I'm talking about this. It's not my fight. And before anything, I'm a woman, so I'm always going to stand up for women regardless of race. And one thing that really bothers me about...
All right, before she gets into it, I got to make this distinction right here. She has already lost my credibility. Number one, passport bros was certainly coined by black men for black men. But this one, you could tell already, passport bros and black men's preferences, you're already segmenting the two, which lets me know you don't even know enough about what you're about to talk about to even realize there's a difference. But we'll continue.
This is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either. I'm from a town that really doesn't have that many Asian women.
Whoa. If that wasn't the most, I'd say, shameless plug to herself, trying to say she looks attractive. But let's just be real. She came on with a full face full of makeup, and clearly this is way different from what she wakes up with. But we'll put that to the side for now. Let's keep going.
And especially Asian women who look like me. Like I said, you guys, I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I'm a thick woman. I weigh about 165 pounds. I'm 5'5", so honestly, the brothers like to holler. And they...
Whoa. Okay, so she's 5'5" and basically 170. So by my math, she probably looks like an egg with legs. And especially the color of her skin. Like, come on, please, let's stop trying to give yourself any kind of extra props. You ain't that at all. And I could tell already from the quote you just gave, the brothers like to holla. Apparently you're dealing with the bottom of the barrel brothers. Okay. And let's not act like there's no different levels to black men as a whole. We're not all the same. And clearly this chick, I can tell already, is grouping all black men as the same. The black man that makes $7 an hour or $7.50 an hour, and the same black man who's self-employed earning over six figures, in her mind, are two in the same. But let's keep going.
Still do, regardless of what some men in the comments are trying to say, that black men aren't checking for Asian women. Yeah, right. Check my DMs. But anyway.
Don't you love how they always throw out examples that only they can verify? I mean, if you're really going to say some shit like that, why don't you flip the phone around and show us the DMs? Because I guarantee you, the dudes that are going after this chick, if they even are, I guarantee this chick is not their first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or even sixth option. I mean, you got to be ultra desperate to be trying to pursue this chick, especially the way she just described herself. And let's really think about that. I'm more than positive the weight that she's saying she has isn't even evenly distributed. So it ain't like it's sitting in the right areas. That's not within their culture. So come on now, literally, you ain't that. Let's just stop with the games.
Pretty much every time I met a black man, he thought it would be a flex to say something like, yeah, I like my women foreign. I like my women exotic. And I don't know why they decided to say that to me, if they thought it would make me feel good or something, but for me, it's always a red flag. And so I would dig in a little bit further and say, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because I'm a white girl on the inside. My family is white. I grew up in a white community in a small town in the Midwest. So I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. So
she's probably right, but I got to back it up real quick. To even deal with a guy who's telling you, I like my women exotic, that tells me right there, like, seriously, you're dealing with dudes who don't even travel. I've been traveling for over 10 years, and I've never used that phrase. I wouldn't even fathom it, because when is it useful? Why would you even say something like that, even if it is how you truly feel on the inside? I mean, I think at the end of the day, men who can afford to travel are doing so. And if it's for women, they're doing it obviously for the intention of being treated well and going where they're respected. The two biggest things we don't get here in America. So for what this chick is talking about, I don't get it. And then, like, clearly the phrase she's using, she's not dealing with no dude who's actually about something. And that's no shot at no guy who recognized this chick and may have hollered at her. But I'm just being honest. She's not dealing with no upper echelon dude. No dude who's actually doing something about his business. But let's keep going.
Anyway, whenever these guys would say this, I'd be like, well, you're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But
Thank you. There's the stereotype I was looking for. This chick only classifies people as one single way. And this is why she's wrong. And that's why, honestly, we don't even need to listen to the rest of this video. It's going to be trash. But just prepare yourself and buckle up. Let's go.
but it really bothered me when these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women regardless if they were black or not. And their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after our
You know, sitting back thinking about this is almost the same as trying to convince me that someone like Candace Owens and then someone like, you know, let's say, and it's not a good example, by the way, but let's just say someone like Candace Owens and then someone like maybe Rosa Parks, right? Maybe someone who was put in the light of pushing forward black folks, and then someone who is black but certainly doesn't necessarily push for the plight of black folks. So it's like in her mind, she sees them as the same. Clearly, anybody from even under a rock knows that these two women, both black, share the same image, have two completely different ideologies. But once again, this chick only sees one as the same, and for that reason, that's why we really can't give her any footing for what she's about to talk about. But let's go.
already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to this.
But it was okay for you to make the suggestion that, oh, you ain't going to get no domicile Asian to take care of you. Right. Because then that would only assume all Asian women are the same. Very interesting. Let's go.
Same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women because you have a preference. And honestly, like, I've dated pretty much every race, every ethnicity. I'm Ms. Worldwide when it comes to dating. Only common denominator is black hair and dark eyes usually. But I've never heard any group of men put down their own women more than I've heard black men do it in pursuit of other women. And I just find it really disheartening. And I understand why this divide is getting bigger, but I don't want to be a part of it. So I hate it, and I had to speak on it.
Don't you love that? She ends it with, I understand why it's getting bigger, and you know, I just dislike it, but you know, and I don't just want to be a part of it. But yet you decided to come on TikTok and fill your face up with makeup, give us this 3-minute diatribe of your own anecdotal experience, and then at the very end say you don't want to be a part of it. Okay, what a reach. What a severe reach. And let's back it up a little bit. For the guys that say they don't like black women for those specific reasons, I think it's fair to say, which is what this chick is obviously ignoring, the fact that most, not all, but most that we do come across in specific regions do act like that. A lot of them are very masculine. A lot of them don't know what it's like to be a female. A lot of them were not raised in a manner that allowed them to be feminine. So a lot of these things they don't know about. And it's not really per se their fault 100%, but it's just a unfortunately effect of the upbringing and the environment. This chick does not know this. And apparently for the guys she's come across with that have encountered that and don't necessarily like that or gravitate toward it, that's not their fault for saying they don't like that. They're not putting them down. They're simply saying, look, I want a woman who's got natural hair. I want to be able to run my hands through it at any time and not worry about it being an issue. Or women who can go in the pool. I know that sounds weird, but these are things that we deal with. I want a chick who doesn't have 9-inch nails. I want a chick, who doesn't have, I don't know, what was it, 7-inch freaking eyelashes, or whatever the case is. It's not that big of a deal. It's someone wanting their own preferences. Just like a female could turn around and say, I don't want a guy who's 250 pounds. Or conversely, I want a guy who makes 6 figures and is 6 feet tall. What are we supposed to say then? Oh, well, you shouldn't say that. What about the guys you've been around? Seriously, like, come on, chick. This is a complete waste. And we're about to now take a look at these comments. You're going to see how crappy it really gets. First comment we got over here. Take a look at this. They trying to silence you. Keep talking, sis. 21,000 likes. amazing. All and plus in all caps. Like seriously, when did black women start? I don't want to say purchasing, but when did they start paying these different non-black women just to try to fight their fight? I mean, just admit it. You know, there's no fault with men going to where they want to be loved, or who's showing the love or who's showing the support. The very thing they don't do, and it's comical at the end of the day. I mean, truly, the fact that we now are elevating our income, we are now becoming more global. This is something that we're the last of every other race to do, but they've been doing forever. But now it's an issue where we do it. You cannot get any funnier than this. Look at this next one. The passport bros don't have any stamps in their passports with laughing emojis. Okay. Right. Last one. At the end of the day, if a person doesn't see beauty in people who look like them, they have self-hatred issues. Well, funny thing you say about that is most of these countries these men are traveling to are with countries that have melanated people. So the whole thing about not seeing beauty in people who look like them, that's incredible you say that, because every country in Central and South America I've been to, because they have so much melanin, I actually felt more welcome there. You know, I actually saw far more people that look like me. So, and that includes the women. And the crazier part is they're like the better version of you, except they don't have this crazy programming to think they're more than what they are, or don't need certain things, or, you know, can do it all on their own. And my hat goes off to them. I say, do it all on your own and stay out of these comments. They have nothing to do with you. All right. Drop your comments at the bottom of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Passport bros. We've got another uninformed, I'm just going to call her a hiree, who at the very end of the video apparently wove her white flag because she knows at the end of the day she's wrong. She doesn't even know enough about the topic at hand to even be able to truly speak on this. So like, subscribe, comment. Until the next.